Hi folks, Scunnymag Paul here with another away day guide. This one is for the London Stadium. If you're away to watch your team take on West Ham, it's all coming up next. Okay, West Ham play at the London Stadium after moving there in 2016. It was built for the Olympics in 2012, and there was some debate over which football team was going to get the ground. But as things panned out, West Ham left the Boleyn ground, and the rest, as they say, is history. The stadium has 66,000 seats, although for football matches they can only use 62,500 of them due to segregation and other restrictions in place. So that's their official capacity at the minute. They are looking to expand it. I'm not sure how they're going to do that with a purpose-built stadium and a hovering roof, but they're looking to get to 68,000 on a match day attendance. So that should be interesting as it pans out. And speaking of interesting, it boasts the longest cantilevered roof in the world, or it did at the time of recording this. For those of you coming on train, you've got your various orbital stations around the capital, and then carrying on public transport, you've got the overground service, which has now been named. The lines have been named and coloured, so it's the double striped blue line called Mildmay, and that actually terminates where you need to be at Stratford, and you can pick that up at various points around the city. If you prefer to use the tube, the Jubilee, Central and Elizabeth lines all run into Stratford Underground Station. Your Elizabeth line's probably fastest, but it picks up at less points. Your Central line is decent for anyone coming from the north or west, and your Jubilee is handy for those coming into Waterloo and London Bridge. And all of those leave pretty much a 15 to 20 minute walk to the ground. There is a stop just before Stratford on the overground line called Hackney Wick, and that's handy for some of the pubs. I'll talk about them in a little bit though. If you're driving in, there's a large amount of parking above the Westfield Mall, and your postcode for it is E21EJ, with what 3 words of proper tour Haven to get you to the entrance to the car park. There's not a lot of other really decent options that are reliable around the stadium area because it was an Olympic park and it's all taken up with other commercial stuff now. It's worth trying one of the parking apps for supermarket car parks and this, that and the other. Don't try them without booking in with the parking app, but if you use an app, they usually keep aside some spaces to make a bit of money doing that. And if you are parking there, that's also the Stratford International station that the overground services terminate at. You've got a single away friendly pub called the Tap East, which is about the size of 2 postage stamps, one inside, one out. So not great for large numbers of away fans coming in. Clear Move Quench will get you just outside the beer garden, but I think once most people find that, they head up to the ground because it's going to take a long time to get served. There is a Wetherspoons in the shopping complex. I've never tested whether they let away fans in or not. It's rumoured to be hit and miss, but I can never find it because we always finish up following the fans around the outside, going straight to the stadium. But the stadium does have plenty of options. They've got like an outside ring once you've gone through security, so you should be able to get a few drinks and mill around in there. But failing that, if you do get off the Hackney Wick overground stop, it's more of a relaxed kind of atmosphere. There's mixed fans mingling around. It's a bit of a hipster area, but it's alright for a drink on a match day. As you come in from the city, you'll be on the north platform, and as you exit the station from there, if you head straight up the road that runs down at a right angle to it, you'll find the Beer Merchant's Tap at the end of that street. Cuts bought badly, it'll get you to the front door, and that's a decent size, and it's the first one you'll come to outside of the train station. But as you head towards the ground from there, sort of go under the railway line, immediately as you come out the other side, there's the Lord Napier Star at Urban Tube title, and if they're packed out with home fans, they'll probably not let away fans in, but if it's a quite a day, they allow a mix, looking at the reviews. But that's a good landmark to find for the others, because if you turn left there and head straight along, you'll find a little courtyard with a few eateries and bars in there. One of them's the Howling Hops Brewery, also known as a Tank Bar. You've got a tank bar above the door. That's just on your right as you get in at Magic Photo With. And then a little further on towards the end of that courtyard, a slightly bigger, more open venue called the Crate Brewery and Pizzeria. And as the name suggests, you can get a beer and you can get a pizza there. Mini Duck Body will get you to the front of that, and it's got a little bit of an outside area along the canal the other side, so it's quite nice on a sunny day. As a bit of a disclaimer for those pubs, just be mindful they are a relaxed atmosphere. If they start getting overwhelmed with loud fans, they might decide to stop entry and stuff. And at any point, if they turn around and say they don't want fans in, just honour it, and it'll make the rest of the pubs in the area more likely to still accept you. But if people start kicking up a stink, the other pubs will be like, oh yeah, let's just shut the place off. So keep this area mixed and be alright with people, and that'll be good for everyone, because otherwise there's nothing at all around the London Stadium for people who want to drink. If you're staying over, there's a few decent budget hotels in the area. One that's about 5 minutes walk from Stratford Station, opposite way from the ground, is your Budget Ibis London Stratford, and that's right above a Nando's, which might just be why I picked that one. You'll be looking to pay between £50 and £80 a night, and it's really handy for your transport links in and out. Trips less helps will find you the quite well hidden door to that around the side of the Nando's. For the mid-range, I've gone for a more quirky one, the Moxie, which is about a 10-minute walk to the stadium. You're looking at more £100 to £150 a night, but they're a little bit more stylish, a little bit more luxurious. And Torn Test flags will find you at the corner of the building for the front door. And then right on the Stratford International Station, just to the north of the shopping mall, you've got the cleverly named Stratford Hotel, which is huge. It's got loads of rooms. It's even got a rooftop beer garden. That'll set you back between £150 to £250 a night. And Budget Twist Edit will get you to the reception doors for that one. When you are ready to head up the ground, you want to be on the southwest corner. So if you're coming in from the Stratford stations and the underground, you'll be coming from the right hand side of the ground. If you're coming in from the Hackney Wick area and the bars, you'll be coming down the left hand side of the ground because it's closer to you there. You'll go through one of the outer security checkpoints into the big broad pathway around the stadium, and then make your way in as you feel comfortable, leaving yourself enough time to get to your seats. Once you've had a drink outside or inside, they serve refreshments at both. I just find you've got a little bit more options outside. Agree's flying zones will get you to where you want to be for the away fans entry, and if you found this useful, drop us a like, consider subscribing to make your next away day easier, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.